Let's see how much I spend, save and invest after being self-employed and making $14,000 a month. So if you're interested in finding out, then please keep watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing really well. Apologies for not posting on Sunday. I do apologize. I'm still recovering from a cold. I don't know if you can tell by the sound of my voice, but we are here today doing another video, another personal finance video as per your request. A lot of you guys have asked me to do more personal finance videos and share more about my budgeting, my income, expenses, what I spend in a week kind of content. So that's what I'm doing here for you guys today. Now, as you can tell by the title of today's video, I will be talking about how much I spend in a month after making $14,000 a month, as you saw in my recent videos. If you haven't seen that, I'll leave it up here for you guys to check out. Basically, I disclosed how much I made after quitting my 9-to-5 job, and that was my first month of being self-employed. And yeah, if you haven't seen that video, then be sure to check it out. I'll leave it down below. But following on from that video, I want to share with you what my expenses actually are and what do I do with all of that money now that I am making a little bit more than my 9-to-5 job. So we are going to break it down today for you. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer, this video is not here to brag about my, my financial stability, my financial situation, circumstances, anything like that. It is purely for me to share with you that, if you put your mind and heart to it, as cheesy as it does sound, if you do something for yourself and you want it to grow, then anything can really happen. And for me, you guys know that I've started this channel almost 3 years ago now, and I've only reached a point now where I am able to quit my 9-to-5 job to be able to have this income, which is 3 times my 9-to-5 pay, which I think is ridiculous. So just want to share with you that yes, if you have a business, if you have something else that you do outside of work, you are able to make a little bit more money and potentially go full-time in it as well. Having more income allows you to have freedom of choice, you have flexibility, and people do say money doesn't buy you happiness. I know it doesn't, but it does allow you to have freedom, choice, and you can literally do whatever you like, and hopefully that gives you happiness. So I know that when I was working my 9-to-5 job, I didn't have the flexibility of investing my money. I was saving it and then dumping it into a large portion of my savings into buying investment properties, and I really wanted to be able to invest my money into cryptocurrency. You guys know that I'm a really big fan of cryptocurrency as well. I have invested in cryptocurrency as well, and I continue to do so, especially in this bear market that we are seeing happening at the moment. I'm looking to really just buying low and selling high when it does come to the right time. I am going to be doing that. But this is a good segue into introducing today's sponsor, which is Swyftx. I've spoken about Swyftx many times here on my channel before as well. They are an Australian-based cryptocurrency exchange who cater for not only Australian users but New Zealand users as well. They have over 260 crypto assets which you can trade with, and not only that, they have over 300,000 registered users. What I love about Swyftx is their demo feature. If you are a beginner, and if you were a beginner like me, they have this functionality on their exchange where you are able to play in demo mode and really test out the functionalities with fake money around the buying and selling process. So definitely recommend it if you are a beginner and you are sort of starting to get into knowing a little bit more about cryptocurrency. But not only that, their verification process is very simple, very straightforward, literally takes no more than 2 minutes, and it's one of the fastest verification processes that I have seen around. Not only that, but the fees are definitely lower as compared to other crypto exchanges as well. And not only that, they do have a mobile app as well, which I love using. I was just actually looking at it this morning. So very user-friendly, very simple, straightforward to use. So Swyftx have been nice enough to hook me up with a referral code for you guys, and if you do click the link in the description box down below, it is my referral code for you guys to get $10 worth of free Bitcoin. If you just click the link in the description box down below, and if you are new, then I will leave some videos down below as well in case you do want to set up your your Swyftx account as well. I've done a video on this where I talk step by step on how you can set up your Swyftx account, so be sure to check that out as well. Alrighty guys, now let's continue on with today's video. So firstly, I'm going to give you guys a breakdown, dollar value breakdown of what I spend in the month of May, and this will give you guys a good indication of, you know, how much it is that I am spending versus saving versus investing. And for those of you who aren't aware, I actually do have a budget template which you can download for free. If you head to my website successbysanjana.com, you'll be able to download this budget template and be able to use it for yourself. I'll leave the details down in the description box as well in case you are interested in downloading my budget template. And a little bit later on into this video, I'm going to be comparing with you my, comparison between my 9-to-5 job. So we're going to compare from January 2021 this year compared to currently, and I'll show you guys the comparison, and it's honestly insane. And then towards the end of the video, I will be sharing with you the actual dollar amounts as to how much I spend, save and invest, so stay tuned until the end. Alright, now that we're a little bit more comfortable, let's go ahead and let me show you how much I spent in the month of May. Alright, so you guys should be able to see my monthly budget for 2021. This is something that you can download yourself as well, and I've just hidden all the other months just because we are looking at the month of May, but it is for the full 12 months, so January to December. And we're going to go ahead and look through what I spent in the month of May. So let's get started. Now, I have done a few more videos on this as well over the course of my channel, so I will leave all of that down below as well in case you are interested in looking at the other months and seeing how much I spent. But let's start off. So we've obviously calculated everything monthly. So starting off with rent, you can see here that my monthly rent is about $2,200 for a 2-bedroom apartment here in Sydney. That is a little bit lower than the average price just because I did move in during COVID into this new apartment, so it may just be a little bit cheaper, but I mean, look, it's still very expensive for a person living on their own. But yeah, you guys all know that the reason that I wanted to move into this apartment was because of the facilities. It had a swimming pool, it had a gym, it had a sauna, it had a theater room, games room, rooftop bar, rooftop restaurant. So yeah, it was definitely associated with all of the perks that came along with this apartment, so that's why I obviously went ahead with it. Now moving on, we can see here that we've got utilities. My utilities, as mentioned in a lot of my videos, is very low. It's only $60 a month, which is amazing, and I don't have to pay for water bills as well because that's all up to the owner and whether they want me to pay water bills or whether they want to pay water bills. And for this particular apartment, I don't need to pay for water bills, but compared to my last apartment, I did actually have to pay, which was very annoying because it was very expensive. So thankfully I don't need to pay. Now moving on, you can see phone bill. I've got $89 and I pay that for each month because I do have the new iPhone 12. I think it's iPhone 12 Pro, or is it the normal one? I can't even remember. I think it's iPhone 12. So I got this because it came with a massive amount of data and I didn't want to have Wi-Fi. As you can see, my Wi-Fi usage is 0. But yeah, in terms of housing related expenses, we come to a total of $2,349 for the month. Now if we move along, you can see we've got groceries. Each week I spend about $60 for groceries, so I've just obviously times that by 4 and that gives me about $240 worth of groceries. Restaurants I factored in about $50, so total for food is about $290 a month. And just to be mindful that my groceries are not always $60 a week. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more as well. In terms of personal care and grooming is $50. That is a non-negotiable, so $50 is for my grooming. Gym membership, you guys all know that I have started at 45, so that is costing me quite a bit. It's about $63 a week, so that together comes up to $252 a month, which I know is expensive, but I mean, I think health for me is a very big priority and I'm making it a priority this month or this year. Moving on, we've got health insurance. I pay about $140 for health insurance. I think it's very important. Health insurance is something that I feel like everyone should have. You just never know when something could go wrong. And then moving on, health and wellness. So this is comprised of my physio and this is comprised of my massages. I get monthly massages because you know, if you're working out a lot as well, you want to make sure that your body is getting proper sort of treatment, proper rest, massages, just to relieve your muscles. So I make sure that I get that done monthly as well. So that's about $215 there. So the total for personal care comes to about $657 for the month. In terms of transport, I don't really go anywhere just because I'm so close to where my apartment is situated. I can literally go to the shops and it's walking distance. Petrol, sometimes if I use it, like I haven't even filled up the car in so long. Petrol honestly is a hit and a miss. Sometimes I don't even use it, sometimes I don't even need to fill it up for months, but last month I did not have to fill it up, and especially because I'm working from home, not really going anywhere, and given it's COVID and we're in like a lockdown, so yeah, we're definitely not going anywhere. So that means no transport, no Uber, no car maintenance, anything like that. So in terms of miscellaneous, you can see here I've got $50 for any sort of miscellaneous expenses. I've got $100 for shopping, even though I don't even spend that much. Subscriptions, Netflix and Spotify, my family pays for that, so I don't need to pay for that, so that's always really good and handy. In terms of business expenses, this is a big one for me last month because I did have a lot of business expenses come through in terms of setting up my business and whatnot, and the monthly subscriptions that I do have. So it was $940, and if we calculate that total, it's about $1,090 for miscellaneous related expenses. Now if we calculate the entire amount for the month of May, we can see here that my monthly expenses are about $4,386. You can see here as well, yearly expenses would look like $52,000 approximately, and my monthly income, as mentioned, we are going with $14,000. Sorry guys, my voice is really affecting me right now and I'm feeling so sick, but we're gonna push on because this video has to go up tonight. As mentioned, it's $14,000. This can be sometimes lower, sometimes higher. I'm yet to see that, but this was my first month of you know, being self-employed, and that's how much I made. So my monthly savings, if we minus that from the expenses, we have $9,614, which honestly guys, I'm so thankful for, I'm so grateful for. And we can see here that the percentage of my savings over income is about 68.7%. So what that means is, of my total entire income, I am saving about 70% of my income. A lot of people cannot reach this amount, which is fine, but as long as you're doing some sort of savings, I think is very important, just to make sure that you've got an emergency fund for those rainy days and you've got backup, you've got support. So you want to make sure you've got some sort of savings. It can be 5%, 10%, 20% of your income, but in this case, because I have switched over to being self-employed, obviously the savings are a little bit higher and the dollar amount increases as well. So I'm saving about 70% of my income thereabouts. Now onto the interesting part. So we're going to compare that with my 9-to-5 job. I know I did a video early on this year which you guys can check out, and that mentioned that I was saving about 60% of my income. So let's compare side by side, dollar value amounts, how much that really looks like. So if we have a look here, my monthly expenses when I was working my 9-to-5 job was about $2,000 or $2,090, and as you can see, they have since doubled. If you are running a business, you know that there are more business related expenses, so I mean, that's fine, I'm totally cool with that. If we have a look at monthly income, so my monthly income back in my 9-to-5 days was about $5,214 as compared to the $14,000 I made last month. So you can see here it's almost 3 times the amount, which is honestly insane for me. Like I just can't believe that. If you quit the 9-to-5 and you've like set something up for yourself, then honestly the opportunities are endless. And moving on, if we minus our income from the expenses, you can see that I was saving about $3,000 a month as compared to now, which is $9,614. So yeah, it's honestly insane. And as mentioned, my percentage of savings over income was 60% back then, which is still like very good given my expenses were very low at the time, but my income was low as well. So comparatively, it was 60%, which was still really good. So yeah, that's a little bit of a comparison between, you know, me working my 9-to-5 job compared to me being self-employed. Obviously the numbers are like insane, and as mentioned, I'm super grateful for this opportunity. But let's now go ahead and let me break it down with you guys and let me show you how I'm actually going to manage my money. So what am I going to do with obviously investing and saving my money? As mentioned, I obviously spent about $4,386 of my entire income, and given my savings was about $9,614, what am I going to do with that amount? So here is the split. Now I am going to be investing $5,000 of that $9,000 amount into cryptocurrency. That's just something that I really want to do with my money, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. So that's what I'm going to do. If you want to do the same as well, then check out the link in the description box down below so that you can get $10 worth of free Bitcoin when you do sign up. If that means that I'm going to put $5,000 into, you know, investing, then that means I'm going to be saving about $4,614. So that money that's being saved on the side will just mean that I'm saving for a down payment for another investment property if I do plan to get that. And this is a little bit of a pie chart representing the money and how I manage my money, so you can see a good breakdown of what that actually looks like. So investing here is 36%, saving is about 33%, and spending is about 31%. So you can see there's a very sort of even split there, which I'm really happy about, because when I was working my 9 to 5, I wasn't able to invest into cryptocurrency just because I thought it was volatile, and I was a bit scared given my circumstances, having a 9 to 5 job, living paycheck to paycheck, and being self-employed allows you to have so many more options, so much more freedom, flexibility, and you can really manage your money the way that you want to manage it. But guys, that is everything that I wanted to talk about. I really hope you enjoyed this little analysis, this little breakdown, and hopefully this gave you a little bit of insight into, you know, how you can manage your expenses as well and your income. Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Do let me know if you want to see more personal finance related videos. I'd be more than happy to do that for you guys. Just leave your suggestions down below. But as mentioned, if you are interested in investing into cryptocurrency, then check out the referral code down below. And that's it guys. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thanks guys.